Historic Hinkle Fieldhouse, one of the great basketball venues in one of the great basketball states of our country. Creighton set to visit Butler in this Big East matchup on a Saturday afternoon from Indianapolis. Welcoming you inside, Kim Adams, Jason Ross Jr. Kim, you're a former shooter yourself. We got a couple of the better three-point shooting teams in the conference going head-to-head today.
Yeah, this is going to be fun. Really the top two. Creighton makes about 9 from behind the arc and Butler about 8. An interesting matchup here. Creighton picked second in the Big East. 2 really dominant wins coming into this one, and Butler a completely new look team, so this is going to be a great challenge for them today on their home floor.
You mentioned Creighton, dominant win over Seton Hall. Maybe surprising how dominant they were, but it wasn't surprising with the performances of Lauren Jensen and Morgan Molly.
Yeah, these are 2 powerhouse scorers. Morgan Molly, a 6'1" inside-out player. She can hurt you in the post, but she can really get it going from behind the arc. She had 23 in that win over Seton Hall, knocking down 4 from behind the arc, 5 rebounds, 3 assists at well. And Lauren Jensen, second year with the Jays. She's not just a three-point shooter this season. We know her for that shot against Iowa last year, but about 17 points per game, also leading this team in assists. Those 2, quite a 1-2 punch to have to contend with as a defense.
It'll be fun to watch on the Butler side. Jessica Carruthers is a young player that Austin Parkinson could possibly grow with.
Yeah, Carruthers was the runner-up for Miss Indiana basketball last year. Really doing well in her freshman year as a point guard. She's shooting better than 50% from the floor. She did come back against Georgetown, had 6 assists, but she's somebody who's giving this Butler team about 10 points per game. Coach Parkinson really high on what she can bring for them today.
Should be a fun matchup. Butler and Creighton going head-to-head. Fun Big East Saturday afternoon from Hinkle, right around the corner. Back in Indianapolis, Big East basketball this Saturday afternoon. Hinkle Fieldhouse, the location. Butler and Creighton, the 2 teams going head-to-head. There's our starting lineups. As sponsored by Jeep, as always, there's only one. Well, on the Creighton side of things, 3 different players averaging double figures in this starting lineup for Butler. Jessica Carruthers, once again, talked about her in the open. Player looked out for amongst that starting 5. Rachel McLemore is one that came over with Austin Parkinson from IUPUI, and the first-year head coach, Austin Parkinson, trying to turn this program around. Already 6 more wins than a year ago for Butler. And Kim, you said to me earlier today, you feel like there is really, you can feel there's potential of them growing as early as this season.
Yeah, I loved talking to him yesterday, and today you could see he has his pieces in place for what he wants to do.
Getting set for the 21st all-time meeting between Butler and Creighton. This Creighton team on the opposite side. Expectations are as high as they've ever been. Jim Flannery, after the magical postseason run a year ago, fresh off a dominant win over Seton Hall, trying to carry that momentum over into this afternoon as we are underway from Hinkle. Officials Jeff Smith, Roddick Reach, and Kayla Maxey
to get on the board early in this one.
And there's the drive from Lauren Jensen. Speaking of scoring, she's one of the best in the Big East at doing that. Ronsick looking for the 3. That time she got it.
And there she is.
Led to an open 3 for Jensen. Another rebound. They dump it down low. 3rd time's the charm. Shot clock dwindling for Creighton. Mogensen gets involved.
This team is tough.
They do like to take it from outside, though, because of that. And the Bulldogs stand tall on this defensive possession. Nice slip cut, and a beautiful finish for Ronsick. 5 points separating Creighton and Butler in this one. 10 of those 27 for the Blue Jays have come from Emma Ronsick. Shot clock at 5. Batchelor on the drive and to finish. Her fingerprints have been all over it. Led to 2 for Batchelor.
And that's a breakdown for Butler defensively. Just complete.
14 second chance points. They won some transition points off a turnover here, and they get it. Kicks it out. Batchelor in the corner. Oh, another one goes down. And has taken that experience into her college years. And they're coming off that 23. Under 5 to play now. Ronsick not letting up.
I'd like to see her in a one-on-one competition. Like, she just has the array of moves. She thought about the 3. That time the mid-range pull-up. What hasn't she done on offense today?
Gets it done inside and out. There she is on defense with the rejection. And third straight overall. We're not phased on the road here at Hinkle today.